Hey everybody, this is Dave Little, and just for fun, I thought I would do an unboxing video. I ran across a game this week called Rainy Day Pickleball, so I went ahead and placed an order for it. I know very little about this game, but I wanted to check it out, and I wanted to do a little unboxing video just to start promoting this, and then once I get this onto once I figure out how to play this, then I may put some games on the channel, and quite possibly bring this with me to play.con. How I discovered this game. Here's the website, rainydaypickleball.net. And so this is what we're looking at here. Whoops, so sorry. And I'm all over the place with my rainydaypickleball.net. Let me be sure I'm getting the right input here from the microphone. Anyhow, this is the website, rainydaypickleball.net, and it's competitive play on your rainy day. Rainy Day Pickleball. Here's a learn how to play video, which I will probably check out later. And if we scroll down, pickleball competition meets strategy with Rainy Day Pickleball. Now the gentleman in the cap here with the beard and the mustache and a big grin is a very good friend of mine from work. His name is Nick, and Nick and I were having a conversation along with some other folks, and I shared my love of sports-related board games, and he said, "Oh, I know about this pickleball game. It was developed by my wife's grandfather." And I'm presuming the wife's grandfather is probably the fellow in the back here in the gray shirt. If not, then it's somebody else who's very excited. But obviously, by Nick's expression, this has got to be the most exciting game ever. So after talking to Nick, Nick sent me the website, and I checked out Rainy Day Pickleball and placed my order, and it looks like there's some interesting stuff here. This isn't your everyday chutes and ladders. So fun to play. Competitive play on your rainy day, rainydaypickleball.com. So let's go back to the tabletop, and we'll do a little unboxing here and see what this game has to offer. Neil Lau is here in the chat room. Welcome, Neil. And let us just take a look at Rainy Day Pickleball and see what we are getting ourselves into. Recommended first game rules. New players may get confused with the following points. Following the serving rotation, use of the 20-sided die, and making adjustments prior to determining the outcome of the roll. So it looks like this is a pretty involved game. Two-part cards and defense specials. First game rules: play without the use of cards. Instead of dealing the cards, the hitter plays the top card from the correct deck. For the remainder of the game, deal the correct number of cards. 4 backcourt, 3 transition, 4 front court, but play all cards face up. This allows players to both learn the cards and get a feel for strategies. Have fun, and remember, pickleball is a social game. When in doubt, the shot defender / receiving team should make the final decision. Now, I've never played pickleball before, so I have no idea whether that's true, or whether that's a real-life rule, but I'm looking forward to giving this a try. It looks like we've got some pickleball players of various colors, green and white, and I guess that would be teal and silver and bronze and light green and red and purple. People with a better sense of aesthetics might have better names for those colors. Here is the instruction manual. All 16 pages worth. So we will dive into the instruction manual, what's included, how to set up the game, the rules, getting started, the gameplay, turn sequence, and some variations, a 3-person cutthroat variation, 2-person full court, advanced player characters, the Speed Demon, the Lob Master, the Big Dink, and the Backboard, and some pickleball terminology that we'll look forward to learning. I got some tricks. While the game simulates real pickleball, play the card you're dealt, not pickleball. Remember, it is usually better to move forward whenever possible. The card symbols help you keep track of the cards. Fan out the cards in your hand to see the symbols to keep organized. You can call a foot fault if the serving team does not call the score or the die hits a player token. So it looks like this may be a game designed for face-to-face. We'll see whether there are any solo play rules. Most people just hold the card from the zone they are in so they can react quickly. You can keep the rest on a table. For the first game, you may want to play only to 6. The game speeds up once players know the game. After playing a card, keep it in front of you until the rally is done. Your opponent's response may depend on the card you played. Also, some play cards set the hitter up for a follow-up shot. Remember, some defense special cards must be played before the hitter rolls the die. When playing a card, the hitter should read the entire card out loud. So those are our tips and tricks. And on the back side, we have the turn sequence. Looks like we have a very nice game board. It's a trifold game board with the Rainy Day Pickle logo and the score tracker. And each team seems to have a non-volley zone, a front court, a transition zone, and a back court with the ability to shoot the ball down the middle, and the service line back here at the back. So we'll try and make a little space here and lay out the game board on the tabletop. Just like that, we'll slide the camera over to the center and see if we can get that centered. And let me check my view here on the tabletop and see just how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. We can see at least half the board, and the other half of the board is symmetrical. Now let's see what the goodies are in the box. We saw our players, our cutout copies of the players. I'll go ahead and break those out, and it looks like there are standards to hold the players. Toss that aside, and we have some standards to put the players up. We'll put up a couple of players just to see what the action looks like. We want to keep that bag. Let's see, is there a bald guy? I don't see a bald guy in the deck here anywhere. I do see a couple guys with caps. So I'll play one of these guys with the caps, and we'll get him set up. A little stiff the first go round. There we go. Here is our gray player, handsome fellow. And we'll put him up against the green player, or the Yeah, we'll put him up against the green player, who's quite a handsome mustachioed fellow. Looks like Dennis Eckersley or somebody of that ilk. And that gives us a couple of players, and there's probably options for three-way or doubles. We have a token that indicates the server, server 1, server 2. We have what appears to be a ball. These are nice tokens. They have the feel of poker chips. So nice sturdy components. And then we have some wood tokens. I'm guessing that these are going to be the score trackers, would be my guess. So we'll put those on the score tracker. We have a spinner for some reason, so I'm guessing we'll find a device to hold a spinner, or maybe we just got a spinner for the sheer joy of it. We'll see what the spinner has to do. Now we have 3 boxes of cards that correspond to the 3 zones: a front court box, a transition box, and a back court box. So let's break these open. And if I were a more experienced producer of unboxing videos, I would know that it helps to have a sharp object to unbox said video, or to unbox said game. So I will grab a pair of scissors and we will unbox, let's start with our front court zone and see what these cards might look like. So we unzip these, we unwrap the shrink wrap off of those, and the front court zone cards. Nice components. These are the size of a deck of playing cards. So yeah, this game has very nice components to it. And it looks like with each of the front court cards we get a different shot type. A dink, a roll dink. Guess we'll figure out what that is. A reset dink. And each of the cards seems to have a strategy attached to it. For example, a dink gives you +2 if the defender is in the backcourt zone, so some strategy involved. A roll dink gives you a +3 if the defender is in the backcourt, +1 if the defender is in the transition zone. A reset dink, which gives you a +2 against a bang. We've got the spin dink, the angle dink, the backhand junk ball dink. I think junk ball, I read, was a term for a lousy shot or a bad shot, and some of these have the instruction to draw an event card. So we'll have to get into event cards. Here are the short dinks, the volley dinks, the lob, that makes sense, the poach bang, the counterattack bang, the forehand smash bang, the attack bang. So I'm guessing a bang is a harder shot than a dink in terms of the pace and the velocity. Here is a smash bang. Some players can jump. How about that? Defense special, quick hands. Card must be played before die is rolled. Automatic point against a bang. Another angle dink, non-volley cross-court dink, and that is all of our dink cards. So we have some dinks and some bangs that you can play from the front court zone. Then we have the transition zone. Let's see what the transition zone cards look like. different color here. The color corresponds nicely to the color of the transition zone on the board. And yeah, these are some more shot types: side spin dink, dink, short dink, hand to switch dink. That sounds tricky. Down the line dink, lob, bang, hatchet job, bang. +3 against a lob to the middle, otherwise -1. A body bang, around the post bang, split step master, too slow, weak dink, defense special Bert. Against a dink to their partner, the player crosses over for an extreme poach. Weak lob, cross-court bang, a defense special slam. Automatic win against a lob. Some more dinks, very similar to what we saw in the front court. Some lobs and now the bangs. So that is the appearance of the transition zone cards. And last but not least, we get to the backcourt zone. And I'm guessing this will be very similar. Still haven't figured out what that spinner is for. But let's take a look at the backcourt zone. I suppose a better producer of videos, unboxing videos, would just go ahead and undo the shrink wrap before starting the video. But what fun is that? Because who doesn't want to sit on YouTube on a Sunday afternoon on Father's Day and watch somebody struggle with shrink wrap? So the backcourt zone and the transition zone, the colors are somewhat similar. The backcourt zone is a bit darker, and again the cards are pretty much the same. It's a move card with you know, the various shot types, dinks with you know, some of the cards take you to draw an event card. They all have move instructions. So this looks like a strategy style game where you choose your shots according to what your opponent may happen to be doing at any point in time. Right, what else have we got? We got some advanced player characters. And I think we saw those in the instruction book. This is a smaller deck. It's not a full deck like the others. And in fact, this one opens up from side to side. Oh, it comes open like a different kind of box. Yeah, these are the characters that we saw: Lobmaster, Speed Demon, the backboard, and the Big Dink. The Big Dink sounds pretty imposing. So probably play the Big Dink with caution. Event cards. Yeah, we saw a lot of references to event cards in the standard shot decks. So let us take a look at the event cards. Yeah, if you're watching this video on the recording later, I would love to hear if anybody has seen this game or had any experience with this game. It's the game got here right away. It was mailed from Appleton, Wisconsin, which is right down the road. And I got a couple of nice emails from the company, but the email address was one that could not be replied to. So I have talked to Nick, but I have not talked to the actual game developer. Let's look at the event cards. Trash Talk, I love it. +2 for intimidation. Whiners win. -1 from die to keep the other side quiet. Gust of wind. Lobbers lose -2 if the shot card is a lob. Sun in the eyes. Partners clash. Oh no. Florida call. Due to bad eyesight, reverse the outcome. If it should be a point to the hitter, it becomes a fault or point to the defender and vice versa. Yeah, there's definitely some flavor here. Unhelpful help. Your partner gives you unsolicited advice. Extra spin. Jammers. Ball hit at right shoulder of defender. Eye fake. Look one way and hit the other. Just dink it. A slip. A mishit winner. The 5-hole right between the defender's legs. Sand trap. Defender must lob. Cracked ball. Oh no. I'm glad they don't have that in Legends of Wrestling. Bad bounce. Lucky bounce. Hit top cord. Defender hesitation. Yeah, these event cards definitely add some. Oh, a beautiful distraction because of the unreasonable attractiveness of your opponents. That's the Dave Little special there. Yeah, some more of the same. So, yeah, the event cards do indeed look like fun. So yeah, I can see some flavor. The last set of cards we have here is the service cards. And of course we have a 20-sided die, which no good board game should be without the ubiquitous 20-sided die. And let me get this last service box of cards open, and we will be set to go here with our unboxing video just in time, hopefully for dinner to get here. So yeah, these are the service cards. And we will break these bad boys open, and let's see what we find. The service cards are also black. They're the same color as the backcourt zone cards, and so actually the backcourt zone is more of a deep blue. So yeah, shouldn't have too much trouble telling those apart. And yeah, the service cards are just services. Backcourt bang, high lob. Weak midcourt lob, and there's some extra instructions with that. Defender may move and play from transition zone. Ace, point to the server. How about that? As Steve Tower comes in. Speaking of aces. Fault, slice serve, super top spin, bring the heat bang, backline bang, I hate that serve, backline lob, dink serve. And yeah, Steve, in answer to your question, there is a website, rainydaypickleball.net. And at the beginning of the video, I showed the website. This game was actually developed by the grandfather, actually the grandfather-in-law of a coworker of mine. And we were just having a casual conversation at work this week, and I mentioned my enjoyment of sports-related board games, and he says, "Oh, well, how about that? My wife's grandfather developed a pickleball game." So I put in the order for it, and the game has arrived, and I've taken a look at the unboxing of the cards and the players, and it's a very attractive, very nice game in terms of the components and the layout, and a lot of thought has gone into this, and a lot of effort into the design and the quality of these components. But it does look like it is very much designed for face-to-face play. My wife is working tonight, so some night this week when we have some free time, we will try this out together. And as I also mentioned earlier, I'll probably go ahead and bring this game to play.con to Denver and let folks check it out. But rainydaypickleball.net is the website for this, and look forward to a full update in the days and weeks to come. I'll show the website one more time by flipping over to the monitor, and that will and here is the website. Rainy Day Pickleball is your website. rainydaypickleball.net. Competitive play on your rainy day. There is a learn to play video. Looks like it's about 6 minutes long. I will check that out. And then, as I showed earlier in the video, this goofy looking dude in the hat with the beard and the mustache and the big grin is a good friend of mine, Nick. We work together. We have worked together for a number of years. Very nice guy, very smart guy, Notre Dame grad. And Nick and I were having a conversation this week, and the topic of rainy day pickleball came up. And so I decided to check that out. And here it is now on the channel for everyone to see, with a video to follow once we get the gameplay figured out. So we will come back to the tabletop camera one more time and come back to our live stream. So that is the story on Rainy Day Pickleball. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And yeah, I'll bring this along to play.con, and we'll do some goofing around with it. And a good time should be had by all. So yeah, thanks everybody. And this is where we will sign off for tonight's unboxing video.